Hey, what is up, YouTube crew? Welcome back to the Guitar Dungeon. Got a question for you. Have you ever thought about taking a really cheap guitar and swapping out all the hardware for it to make it something that, it becomes truly like yours, right? Well, I did, so you don't have to. Or I did to prove why you have to. Either way. What I have here is a Epiphone SG Junior. To anyone who's not familiar with the Junior series, they came out back in the the early days of the SG. Honestly, they were a single pickup, usually a P90. They were like really just a straightforward nothing guitar, right? The Gibson versions. Epiphone didn't start making them until way later, but the originals were kind of marketed as a beginner guitar. That's why they were called Juniors, right? They were the step down from an SG Standard. It was just like I said, it was straightforward. There were like no frills to them. Believe it or not, people were like really looking for them. They're sought after guitars because they sound great, they play great, and honestly, there's not a whole lot of them floating around out there. Anyway, fast forward to Epiphone picking up the body shape and the style or whatever, and they released the SG Juniors. They've gone through different iterations. This one is a early, I think it's like a 2010 SG Junior. It's funny. Let me show you a little trick here. On the back of the headstock, you see the stamp on there where it says used. That means it sat in a music store for who knows how long, months, years, whatever, until they finally decided that they were just going to liquidate it, get rid of it so they could get something out of it. So they pawned them out there, stamped the backs of them because they were seriously marked down. So this did not have much love in the world, but it ended up in the hands of a guy that is about 45 minutes from where I'm at. Found him on Facebook Marketplace looking to sell an SG Junior, and I was looking for an SG Junior because I wanted to Frankenstein it. I met him up there and went to pick the guitar up and stuff. He was telling me about how good it is, and it sounds great, and it really plays good, and that pickup's really nice. And I was like, cool, dude. I'm gonna rip everything off of it and start over. And I think I kind of shocked him, but here we are. I did exactly that. I took the body, which really at that time I was just looking for the body, but the neck on it was actually really good, and it was straight. It didn't have to adjust the truss rod much, but came home, stripped everything off of it, started over. The original bridge on it, which is just a wraparound bridge, the lightning bar bridge, whatever you want to call it, it had some pitting on it. It was getting a little funky. I don't know if it just probably from sitting, because the guy even told me he didn't play it at all. But I swapped that out and ended up getting a Gibson bridge put on it. Next stop, had to get new knobs on it and stuff, so I went with the skulls because why not, right? I bought a Seymour Duncan Dave Mustaine Thrash Factor pickup to put in it, which is way too much pickup for this guitar, but that's what I rolled with. Going up the neck, I ended up getting a chrome truss rod cover because, again, why not, right? Black and silver, let's make it shiny. And then topped it off with Grover locking tuners on the headstock. So even strap locks and everything, if it was a piece of hardware on here, I just ripped everything off and started over. I got it set up, restrung it, obviously, set the intonation on it and everything, and then just work through like I would any other guitar. And it has become probably my go-to at gigs. I take this out for live performance because, it plays great. It turned out so much better than I thought it was going to. That kind of surprised me, and I really enjoyed this guitar. Let me show you what this Thrash Factor pickup has going for it. love the tone that this pickup puts out. Honestly, I've dropped these in a couple other guitars that I have too. They're phenomenal. Kudos to Seymour Duncan and Dave Mustaine for putting this together. Love these pickups. They're great. That's probably the best passive pickup you're going to find out there if you're playing metal. I said, just love it. I love the tone. I love the way it plays. It's got phenomenal action. It's just got a kick-assedness to it, if that's even a word. So the overall to the question is it worth buying a cheap old guitar and dropping, more money on the hardware? In my instance, yes. There's some guitars out there that are just a piece of crap, regardless of, what's in it. There are some real winners out there. But this one, I think I got lucky on. Is it worth the risk? 100%. Because even if you, put it all together and you find out you don't like it, strip it all back out and try again. You're not really out anything when it comes to a cheap guitar. So you can try as many different configurations as you want, and if not anything else, then you have a huge collection of crap that you can Frankenstein something else together with. I know there's the purists out there that think, that they can get a guitar and maybe they want it straight from the factory and it's got to remain that way. And I've got a few guitars like that. I mean, like my Gibsons and stuff, they're straight factory. I like it to be that way because that's why I paid that premium, is for that tone and stuff. But, when it comes to certain tones that you're after, and like every guitarist, you're always seeking that tone, right? And sometimes you just got to build it yourself. So hopefully I help some people out and maybe give you a little bit of courage to go out there and, I don't know, grab some tools, wield a soldering gun, and go for it, right? Worst thing that's going to happen, it's not playable and you have to start over. Doesn't matter. You're not on a timeline, right? So, like I said, hope that helps. Thanks for checking out the video. Like, share, subscribe, all that neat stuff and whatever. And more videos to come in the future. Thanks for watching. Have